Welcome back, riders. I am here, unfortunately, I guess, Six Flags America. Obviously, I'm here because they announced they're closing forever at the end of this year. So figured it was time to come back, and I am actually kind of excited to be here. This is one of the very first parks I went to once I became an enthusiast, which was 11 years ago, starting to show my age a little bit, but I haven't been back here since. So some of the earliest credits I got were here. I don't really remember them all that much, besides absolutely despising Wild One, which probably won't be the case anymore, but it's gonna be like kind of like a new park visit for me with the layout almost and stuff. So that's kind of interesting. I got 2 credits. I need Joker's Jinx and then the kitty credit if I'm feeling up for it. The time is currently 5:14 p.m. so I got a little less than 3 hours of park time. I thought they were open until 9, and then DC traffic was awful, so I meant to come here earlier, and I thought they were opening later, but tomorrow's supposed to be the main day, but there's supposed to be a bunch of thunderstorms, so let's get a head start. I'll probably try to do a sweep of all the credits. I just want to do everything one more time before most, if not all of them, go bye-bye. So yeah, let's head on in. It is a cool entrance. It's very demanding, and it looks nice. I'll give them that. Immediately when I walk in, I don't recall any of this. I'm kind of getting Six Flags Over Georgia vibes with this little entrance kind of street thing, but yeah. I mean, it's not new to me, but it is new to me. So strange and weird, but I kind of like it. All right, the first ride is gonna have to be the bathroom because it was a bear driving from King's Dominion to here. But the problem is I don't know where they are, so cool. I'm kind of just stumbling around the park and I found myself in Steamtown, so I guess we're gonna start off with the SLC. I don't know if that's a good or bad move, but I guess we'll check out what they did to this area. I know there's been a lot of investment into this area lately. You can see a nebula is right there, so it's a shame, but it is what it is. The track actually looks really nice. They did a good job with this repaint. I'm really liking the colors and it just looks nice and clean. Okay, I just got off Professor Sky Scream Skywinder. I thought it was Sky More up until about 10 seconds ago. So I remember that being an absolutely horrendous roller coaster 11 years ago. And obviously the big difference now is it has the new Vekoma trains. So that takes out a lot of the headbanging and the nastiness. There's still some shuffling and stuff, but overall, pretty much any SLC with those trains, a pretty decent ride. It's not perfect, but it is what it is. It's a shame they poured in all that money to kind of fix up the ride, sprucing it up. It's got nice music and stuff. Obviously 2 new trains. They're only running 1 right now. Hopefully they find some homes for those. But yeah, it's an SLC at the end of the day. This is a dead end of the park. I kind of remember that. I don't know where to go to get to anything else though, and I still haven't found a bathroom. Well, I found one, but it was busy, we'll just say. So, moving on. Overall thoughts as I leave the steampunk little area they got here, it's okay. I think the one at Six Flags Fiesta Texas is better. This is probably better than Six Flags Magic Mountains, but it is what it is. Probably not coming back today. Next up is Roar here. This was probably my very first ever GCI and I don't even remember anything, so we'll see how this is. Kind of see back there, they've done some retracking too. It looks good, we'll see how it rides. I haven't done it yet. Even more investment.
Hopefully you guys are out here, sit back and enjoy their ride. Watch out for that 90 foot drop.
48 inches tall to drop. Please place all your once you find your article, one of the 2 items, then buckle your seatbelt while during the ride, please sit up straight and hold on at all times. Thank you.
Okay, I did roar, and I don't want to call it a good ride. It probably is my least favorite GCI, but it wasn't bad. There were some good moments, but didn't track as great as you would like. Nothing too exciting. So, like I said, not bad, but I wouldn't call it good either. I probably would take something like even Wildcat, OG Wildcat at Hershey Park over that, but could be worse, I guess. Why is the music like really loud here? I'm kind of worried about copyright. Okay, next up is Firebird. This is actually a coaster I shockingly don't have a lot of history with. I never rode it as Iron Wolf at my home park, Six Flags Great America, when I came here 11 years ago. I rode it once as a stand-up, that being Apocalypse The Last Stand. And here we are now. Now it's a floorless coaster Firebird, so let's check it out. Firebird was, again, okay. I mean, yeah, probably like one of the weakest B&Ms out there, but even then, I didn't think it was all that bad. I will say, first half of the ride, I'm like, oh, this isn't rough at all. And then the corkscrew came, and I did bang my head twice on the corkscrew. So usually that doesn't happen to me on B&Ms, but it was their first one, and considering its age, I actually think it doesn't run all that bad. So yeah, I'm back in Gotham now. Batwing, it's not looking good. I haven't been online that much the past couple days because I've been out at parks, but I'm hearing that Six Flags America just gave up on trying to reopen it. So not sure if that's true or not, but it's hard closed today, it appears. So I'm gonna make my way to Joker's Jinx. I need that credit. And then Superman, maybe. All right, I went ahead and I did Joker's Jinx somewhere behind me here. That is finally the spaghetti bowl completion, at least here in the States. In fact, I did one of the other ones today at King's Dominion. This one runs great. I wish it was inside with this AC today. Not a huge deal though. I can see that being my favorite ride in the park by the end of today / tomorrow. Making my way really just for footage right now because Superman's down, Batwing's down, Wild One I haven't seen cycle once, so it's getting tough out here. It's getting tough. So something I want to touch on real quick because something hilarious just happened. Operations here, not great, kind of as expected. I mean, people have kind of talked about that for years, but it's a new kind of level with my ride for Joker's Jinx. When they're ready to dispatch, everyone's holding up their thumbs up and stuff, and the guy on controls goes row by row to ask you what you ate today. Yeah, everyone's ready for dispatch. The train's good to go, but he's holding off for 30 seconds because he wants to know what you ate today.
How about you, bro? What did you eat today? How about you? What did you eat today? Yeah. You said pizza?
Maybe you could spin that as great customer service or something, but I cannot say I've ever had that happen before. That has got to be the smallest Intamin Gen 2 tower I've ever seen. Absolutely no signs of life here at the Wild One. I'm gonna be honest, I'd be more upset if I didn't ride this than Batwing, because at least I rode Nighthawk last year. I understand that's gonna be the last Vekoma Flying Dutchman, but this is a coaster that surely won't be relocated, and a lot of people really like it, but my one ride I had on it was absolutely awful, or at least I thought it was. I probably had no idea what I knew, you know, what was a good coaster or not. Maybe that's a missed park, I don't know. But yeah, hopefully some point later today or tomorrow. There's been so many helicopters today. Is that like a Washington, DC thing, or I don't know. Made it to Great Chase. There's a little bit of a line, and it looks like parents yelling at one of the ride operators. So circle back to it later, I guess. All right, next up here is Rage and Cajun. This is actually a roller coaster I have a history with. Obviously, it used to be at the home park at Six Flags Great America. And back when I was there, this was my favorite roller coaster before I really got into roller coasters. It was here in 2014 when I came here, but I actually didn't ride it because the line was too long. So it's been, I don't even know how many years since I've been on this, but let's take it for a spin for old time's sake. I just did Raging Cajun. I think that's my favorite spinning wild mouse. I spun like a top. I was completely by myself, and I sat like on the right side when you're going through the station. And once the car unlocked, I was spinning like a top. That was a lot of fun. Man, good times back at Great America. That brings me back. Also, they got some kind of sound effects going, and they have music on the lift. It's kind of hard to hear at points, but you know, at least they're trying something. The ride looks awful. The paint and stuff, it looks absolutely awful, but fantastic experience. I might do it again. Okay, I've made a full lap around the park here. Some overall thoughts. I definitely understand why it's closing. I mean, obviously there's all the money and stuff, but just the current state of this park is not fantastic. Today's a Saturday, and I understand, you know, they're closing at the end of the year, so they're probably trying to cut corners wherever they can. There's a ton of closed rides, like a ton for a Saturday. You should be fully staffed and as many rides as you can. Like I said, I know saying you're going to close at the end of this year kind of plays into that, but not really impressed with my visit today. Wasn't really expecting that going in, but it's still a shame. You know, a lot of people make great memories here. It provides a lot of jobs to the area, so it is sad it's leaving, but walking around here, I understand why. So I actually just saw someone run around Wild One with a neon shirt, an employee, I should say, not just a random person. So maybe there is hope for some point today. Time is currently 6:51, so about an hour left in the day. We'll see if it happens or not. Is that an elevator lift? for a flume at Six Flags America? I'm gonna have to research that once I get back. Okay, I just did my second ride on Joker's Jinx. I don't know what that is. The time is currently 7:04 and like I don't know what to do. I've done Joker's Jinx twice and it's great. I did Flight of Fear earlier today, so I've been on that coaster 3 times I guess today. And I'm just waiting for Superman and or Wild One to open, and it's like I'm not really dying to do anything else here at the moment, so fingers crossed. So I kind of forgot that I have a meal plan here, so I'm trying to find something unique, which I feel like might not even happen. I feel like it's kind of the standard cheeseburgers and pizza here, but I'm making my way through the Mardi Gras area here because it'd be cool if they had beignets like as a snack. I feel like that's possible, so I'm on the lookout for that right now. So this is stuff I would consider unique, but A, I don't like this stuff, and B, it's closed, so yay. On my mission for somewhat unique food, I forgot about Great Chase here. A little bit of a line, it's like a 3-train wait maybe, more than I'm willing to do, so try again tomorrow I guess. Not the huge deal if I don't get it. Not a big fan of those Zamperla gravity coasters. It's just a credit. I would say it'd be a good reason to come back, oh darn, but oh, the park is closing, oh darn. So I ended up finding something a little unique. I got this chicken sandwich. It's got bacon, tomato, lettuce. It comes with a dill aioli, but I got it without it. I figured I wouldn't like it. Maybe because it was a custom order, this did take like 10-15 minutes to get to me. It tastes pretty good and it's hot. The fries are super hot too. They don't really taste all that great, but they're hot, so at least there's that. And this place also has chicken wings with sauces, so I'm probably gonna get that tomorrow, and definitely better than your regular pizza and burger fare. From where I'm eating, I got perfect view of both Superman and Wild One. If one of them or both of them magically reopen with the last 15 minutes of the park being open. Okay, I'm pulling the plug. The time is currently 7:50. I highly doubt either of them are going to reopen. And I just ate, not entirely in the mood to ride anything else right now. So, you know, it's tough. Like, I came here to say goodbye and stuff. I still have tomorrow too, but I kind of knew going in it wasn't going to be a fantastic time, and that's about how today went. Didn't have a great time, but you know, I'm here to say goodbye and pay my respects, so to speak. So obviously kind of a big blow not getting on Superman. That's, you know, you could partially put that on me. Superman was open for maybe an hour, the first hour or two I was here, maybe hour and a half. So I had the opportunity to get on it, and I didn't. Wild One, I did not have the opportunity. So, and then Batwing too. So, Batwing, I don't have any hopes for tomorrow, but the other two, hopefully, because if I come here all the way from Illinois and I don't get on those three, then, or any combination of those three, then that's gonna be a tough look. But I'll continue the vlog tomorrow. Like I said, forecast isn't looking great, so that's gonna be something to deal with tomorrow, but we'll get there when we get there. See you guys tomorrow. Good morning, riders. We are back here, Six Flags America, per Dan the Coaster Man protocol. Probably a couple minutes late. It's 10:57, but pretty much rope drop anyways. So the weather today, let's talk about it. So the Weather Channel app is calling for thunderstorms possible after 12 o'clock, and it looks like 1, 2, 3 o'clock are gonna be hard. It's gonna hit hard, which doesn't really seem like it. The iPhone weather app, when you look at the daily, it calls for 80% chance of storms today. But then when you look at it, the hourly, every single hour is 0% chance, except 1 hour at 8 o'clock, which is 30%. So that app never makes sense to me, but it is what it is. So the Weather Channel app actually was calling it to clear out after like 4 or 5 o'clock. And now it's saying there's like a 30-40% chance of thunderstorms all day. So I don't know. So the plan of attack is I'm gonna rope drop that kitty credit, and then hopefully swing by Wild One, hopefully it's open, then swing to Superman, hopefully it's open. Depending how this hour or two goes before the storm hits, I might just head to the airport. I got a flight tonight at 10 o'clock at night, but maybe I could get standby on an earlier flight, because if I get those 3 done and maybe another lap on Joker's Jinx, then I'm pretty set with how this trip went. So let's head on in, see how it goes, keep an eye on the storms. The park is currently bumping T-Pain, which is something I can get behind. I'm loving it. This is what I like to see. Not a single soul for the kitty cred. Love to see it. Great Chase has been acquired. That's park completion for me now. Not a big fan of those Zamperla gravity coasters. It wouldn't be so bad if they let you put one leg on each side of the bar, but they insist that they must be on, that both legs must be on one side, which for me is tough. Probably didn't have much room to give there, but it is what it is. Got the credit, so happy about that, I guess. Unfortunately, Wild 1's still closed. I look at that back car and part of me feels like that's a missed park. I feel like it's kind of on that brake run there. I don't know. Like I said, I saw some people activity yesterday. Was hoping to be open right now. Fingers crossed at some point today before I leave. I think it's empty, but at least Superman is testing, so gonna head over there now. Well, we made it. Almost. Brand new trains. Look at these bad boys. Hopefully they find a good home. You know it. Okay, I did 3 rides on Superman Ride of Steel. Yeah, not as good as I remember it to be. This was probably like my second ever hyper coaster, so I kind of had it higher up for years without riding it again. Now that I'm on it, it's gonna bump down for sure, but I wouldn't call it a loser. It's just kind of more like I've experienced a lot more now, and I have refined my taste a little bit and stuff. Let's talk about the trains. So first 2 rides I did even rows. I did row 2 and 14, and they weren't awful. They're kind of harder to get in and out of than something like Millennium Force. Easier than a Skyrocket train for Premier, but I don't know, it was kind of weird. But then I seat hopped to row 15, and wow. So they're shin guards. They didn't really bother me so much in the even rows, but row 15, that odd row, because they're sitting lower. I mean, obviously I'm a bigger guy, but the shin guards weren't wide enough to go around my legs. They were digging into my legs. So wasn't really a fan of my row 15 ride at all. So just keep that for note if you're coming to visit here. Maybe try to do the even rows, or if they move the train somewhere else and you end up riding wherever it ends up, I would recommend even rows. As for the ride itself, you know, kind of a mixed bag. Drop, not great. In the back, you get a little kink of airtime, but it doesn't keep getting steeper. It just goes into a slope. So there's only one little moment. First airtime hill is a dud. The helixes are kind of forceful. You're not like blacking out or graying out, but you're fuzzing out a little bit. The second airtime hill is fantastic, but obviously not the ride's fault or anything, but both my first 2 rides, when we went over that second airtime hill, everyone's sweat came up and just blah, splattering everyone. So that's not pretty. It is what it is though. It's crazy hot, and I'm probably the problem too, because I'm sweating bullets right now. The final 3 airtime hills in the front, which it's going through right now here, there's a trim right here on that hill. Really kills the airtime if you're staying in the back, but you still get it in the front. So honestly, this might be a front ride, to be honest. I'm glad I did that first. They're running 1 train, and the line's not picking up hard or anything, but yeah, I would recommend the front because the drop's not that much better in the back, and I think the airtime's better in the front. So, and you get that sensation of speed too. So front, even rows. There's that second beautiful new train. There it is in all its dead glory. Rest in peace. So upon further inspection, there's not even a train in the station. They must only have 1 train, at least on the track. It's on the little storage area, and I don't see a zero car. I wonder what happened there. Okay, so I did one more ride on Superman, and something I wanted to add is about the rain. So obviously Superman's super tall. I don't see any rain anywhere when I'm on that lift hill. Time is currently 12:02, so I'm theoretically in that window where thunderstorms may happen. Last I looked, 1:45 is when the storms are really gonna hit. No signs of life for Wild One. Granted, I've been hanging out by Superman for a little bit, but I've got my eye on it whenever I'm on that lift and stuff. So got a tough call to make here soon about just going to the airport or sticking it out for Wild One. We're actually running 2 trains today on Firebird. They weren't yesterday. That's nice. All right, I found this Mexican place, Macho Nacho, I think, and they had beef quesadillas. They made it fresh, and then it also comes with these sides. I actually don't like any of these sides, but I feel like it looks pretty good, and it comes in this nice to-go container, so I wish they had this in Great America. All right, just wrapped up lunch. Time is currently 1:08. The forecast is calling for possible thunderstorms at 1:30. Yeah, it's not sunny anymore, but I don't think it looks too bad. I don't think it's gonna start raining within 20 minutes, but crazier things have happened, I suppose. Still no signs of life from Wild One. The forecast is calling for more than 50% chance of thunderstorms all the way until 7. I just don't know what my game plan is here. I got a flight to catch tonight. I really want Wild One, but it's not looking good right now. So let me correct it a little bit. I know part of my game plan is I don't want to get stuck in this rain at the park. So once I feel like it's actually going to start raining, I'm going to head back to the car, and then either I head to the airport and try to get out of here earlier, or if I feel like there's a chance Wild One might open, which I don't think there is right now, maybe go like to McDonald's or something, kind of wait out the storm, charge my phone and stuff. It's not looking good. It's not. On the Flash Pass app, it specifically says closed for Wild One. It says closed for Batwing in the back. It doesn't say like temporarily closed or anything, so that's not another thing that's, you know, I haven't seen a single cycle at all, so I really, really want to get on it because it doesn't deserve to be one of my least favorite roller coasters of all time. I know it's not, but I can't not rank it down there because I didn't have that experience. My experience on Wild One, I thought at the time, was absolutely awful. So I can't just move it up because I know it's not that bad, which you understand. I can't just do that. So I really want to get on it. I don't plan to come back this year before they close. Maybe if other people, friends want to go and Pantherian's open, then I'll do the same trip again. But I'm fully expecting this to be my last time here. So if I don't get on this wooden one right here, I guess we'll have to come back. Oh darn, but can't come back. Oh darn. It's tough out here. They changed the forecast to thunderstorms likely at 1:30. Time is currently 1:19, and it is starting to look like something's on its way. This over here, this looks like a rain cloud gonna hit pretty soon. So I'm gonna make my way to the car. Still unsure if I'll try to come back in later or not. We'll get there when we get there, I guess. If this is it for me for today at the park, I'm actually really glad I popped in here yesterday. That wasn't originally the plan, but I saw the forecast for today, and you know, I got most of the credits, I guess, yesterday, and today I kind of focused more on what I actually wanted to do. So that was good at least. So I just left the front gate here. They just put out an announcement that they've closed at least select rides for incoming weather. Definitely looks to part now, so guess they weren't too wrong about 1:30. Okay, I made it to the car, still just parked here, Six Flags America. So I've done some thinking. The forecast isn't looking great. Pretty much the rest of the day is at least a 40% chance of thunderstorm. There's 1 hour, 7 o'clock, where it's 15%, but then it jumps back up at 8 and 9 o'clock. Given that Wild One didn't test at all, it's closed on the Flash Pass app, and you know, I saw some activity there, but they weren't even like mechanics. They were just regular employees wearing the vests and stuff. So I really don't think it's going to reopen, and it sucks because obviously probably never going to have the chance to ride it again. And it's like, I'm here right now, right? The park is closing at the end of the year. I don't live anywhere close to here, you know, so it's a big burden to come here and enjoy this park and ride everything. And I'd love to get on Wild One, and it's like, I'm here right now, so why not just push my luck? It's just not looking good though. I mean, I just saw lightning right now, but even if the weather wasn't a factor, like if the weather was perfect, 80 degrees, sunny all day, it doesn't even look like Wild One's gonna open today. So I think I'm gonna call it. I have a super late flight out of here tonight, like 10 o'clock or something, and I'm gonna get home super late and stuff. So if I could possibly get on standby, there's actually 3 flights before mine back to Chicago. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to catch one of those, I think, and kind of make sure I get some rest for back to work tomorrow. But it's a tough call. It is, because like I said, I'm here right now, but I'm not liking my chances, and I don't want to just sit in this rain and thunderstorms in my car or some restaurant for the next 5-6 hours just to not even ride Wild One. So I'm gonna call it. Hey everyone, it's Dan from the future. I just wanted to chime in on my decision to leave the park. It was 100% the move. Wild One did not open for like another day or two, and then my 10 p.m. flight got canceled. So going to the airport early allowed me to get on an earlier flight back home. If I did not do that, I would not have gotten home on Sunday. So that would have been like worst case scenario. So yeah, just want to add that in. Made the right move there. So while I'm here from the future, might as well just add, I guess I got a little lucky when I visited Six Flags America, because I think the couple weeks after that, they had announced Batwing wasn't going to reopen this year, and then both Joker's Jinx and Superman were closed. Like, you couldn't even get to the back of the park like that. So I guess I got a little lucky. Yeah, I didn't get on Wild One, but at least I got on Superman and Joker's Jinx, which I know was a problem for a couple weeks for some people. So yeah, I guess I'm a little grateful for that. So I know I kind of gave some overall thoughts on the park yesterday. I just kind of want to put a bow on it, wrap it up here. You know, it's sad this place is closing. There's tons of people that have made great memories here. It's good for employees. It's a good source of labor, and have your first jobs and, you know, all that jazz. And it's a shame, but walking around this park, it's not hard to understand why this is the park that is closing, or at least one of them, if you want to throw in Great America, and possibly another one or two down the road. I don't know, but you know, it is upsetting. But in a lot of ways, this place isn't fantastic. I'm fortunate to have had the opportunity to come back here and get on almost everything. Didn't get on Batwing, which I was kind of anticipating, and honestly, I'm not super upset about that because I did Nighthawk last year. Yes, it is the last Flying Dutchman here in Batwing, and of course I would like to get on it, but I'm more upset about Wild One, which even then I'm not upset. It's not like Pantherian. I'm probably most upset about missing Pantherian, to be honest, but like I said with Wild One, it's one of my last ranked roller coasters because I rode it 11 years ago when I was extremely new to being a coaster enthusiast. I probably rode it in the wheel seat. I didn't know what a wooden coaster with a little bite is, and I hated it. So it seems like most people really like it. I guess I won't be able to find out unless I come back another time before the end of this year, which is very unlikely. But yeah, like I said, it's sad but understandable. It is what it is, I guess. So that's upsetting, but I feel for the people I live near here that have come here all these summers and have great memories here. They work here and stuff. That is upsetting, but I'm glad I was able to make it out. And until next time, rest in peace, Six Flags America, and thanks for checking out the video. Push down, pull up, exit to the right. Hope you enjoyed the video, and go have your greatest day yet. Choo choo, bye.